other notable transactions we've had over the last week, Albert Pujols officially signed with the St. Louis Cardinals to have his farewell tour. We weren't sure if it was going to be last year with with the Angels and then the Dodgers, and then finally he signed with the Cardinals, which is what we wanted, right?
That's what I was so excited when this news came down. King Albert back at Busch. This is so exciting. This is what it should be. This is what we were hoping would happen, when he left Anaheim. Pardon me for almost saying LA. We left Anaheim, and we needed him to go back to St. Louis, and he didn't. He just got in the way of all our hopes and dreams. But now he's back, and it's wonderful. And I have the opportunity to be in St. Louis on opening day, because how do you not put him in the rotation on opening day for his farewell tour? You can't. You have to do that.
Yes, it's official. He's starting on his 22nd consecutive opening day. That's unreal.
Amazing. That's amazing.
Absolutely fantastic. Yep.
Yeah.
And I am just green with jealous rage that you're going to be there, Brig.
Oh, I'm not going.
Oh, you're not going to. I thought you said
let me tell you what. I have the opportunity to go. Let me tell you why I'm not going on Thursday.
Okay.
Because tickets are minimum $120 a pop. That's for the worst seat in the whole place. And then they don't have a game on Friday, but if you wait till Saturday or Sunday, tickets drop to $10.
Well, there you go. Just as good, right?
Listen to that. They go from $120 a piece to $10 48 hours later. I was like, nah, I'll just go. It'll be fine.
That makes good financial sense. You know who would be proud of you, Brick? You know who would be proud of you?
Who?
It's Dave Ramsey.
Yeah.
Have you seen those TikToks where somebody's buying a $6 cup of coffee and then this guy driving by Dave Ramsey gives him the finger?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Dave Ramsey would be so proud of you.
Oh my gosh.
But we have other notable transactions. Speaking of the Angels, Anaheim, LA, whoever you want to call them today.
I talked to an Angels fan 2 days ago. She's my chiropractor, and I found out she's a big baseball fan. She's an Angels fan, and I said, "Hey, this is what we do on our show. We refuse to call them LA because they're Anaheim." And she went, "Yeah, duh. we all do the same thing." I was like, "Oh, sweet." So
perfect.
Felt validated, Brad.
Absolutely. Well, my wife's an Angels fan. The day that they changed to LA, she's like, "No, that's stupid."
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. But anyway, the Angels, they designated for assignment Justin Upton. Now, this was a big deal. This is a really big deal because they signed him to a fat contract about 4 years ago and still owe him $28 million. Woo. They're going to pay him $28 million to go play for somebody else.
Or not.
Or sit at home.
Sit at home. It won't matter.
No, whatever it is, they're going to pay him. That is what's called dead money on your. You can't call it a salary cap, but on your payroll, that does still go toward the competitive balance tax.
It does, and that means he's that bad or bad for the clubhouse, or
he has been one of the worst players in the league for like 2 years running now.
I mean, they're willing to pay him to go away and free up a spot. That's a pretty big deal.
It is. It's a huge deal, and he's not the first guy to have this happen. I mean, they did it to Albert Pujols last year.
Yes, actually. Yeah.
I don't know. It's strange though. For Artie Moreno being notoriously cheap, he does spend his money in odd ways. You know, he gave Mike Trout that fat deal. He gave Anthony Rendon a big deal. They're gonna have to pay Ohtani.
They have to.
Like, absolutely going to have to.
No doubt.
Yeah.
I'm worried about that, actually. Like, I'm genuinely...
For the Angels or for him?
Future anxiety about this.
Now we know what keeps Brig up at night. The Angels payroll.
Part 1. That's part 1.
Yeah, I hear
Aaron
that.
Boone is part 2, but don't worry, it was fine.
We'll get there.
It's because of Giancarlo Stanton. Back off. He made a pretty good throw today. I was watching them play the Phillies today, and he threw a guy out from right field all the way to third. It was pretty cool.
So they actually had him in the field?
He's in right field as of this afternoon. He was in right field, and he threw a guy out. He took a one hop into his gloves, kind of a weird catch. He snagged it. He set it up. He threw it all the way to the corner, and he got the guy. And I was like, wow, I did not see that coming. It was shallow right, but he still got him.
But I mean, it still takes it's an athletic play nonetheless.
Yeah. It
So,
was a
good
strike.
for him.
It was a strike. Yeah.
Good for him. I like that. Because he honestly is a guy who I like to see do well just because his lows are so low. They're so
I agree.
Low.
I hate talking smack about Stanton. I want to celebrate him for the record. I just can't. And now I feel like with Gary Sanchez there, I got some space to loathe. I have extra loathing I don't know what to do with now.
I'm sure somebody will manage to step in this season.
Oh, I'll figure it out. I'll direct it somewhere. Tyler Clippard is still in the conversation, so I have some left over from him too.
He lives there. I think he lives in the
stupid name.
I think he lives in the conversation rent free, doesn't he?
Well, he lives somewhere rent free, but we don't talk about that on a family friendly show. Okay.
All right. Another notable transaction: the White Sox traded Craig Kimbrell.
Craig Kimbrell.
The Dodgers for AJ Pollock straight up. It was just a straight up trade.
Swap. Yeah.
So, Brig, who do you think you got the better end of this deal? The White Sox in AJ Pollock or the Dodgers in Craig Kimbrell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like, oh, okay. Thank you.
Well, with the way Kimbrell pitched the end of last year, I almost feel like the White Sox got a better deal out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. But
and Kimbrell got rocked the other day too. I mean, I know it's just
I was just going to say, like, still. There's no reliability with Craig. None.
Yeah.
Not anymore. He used to be the best thing ever.
Well, and I saw something the other day too about his ERA in save situations versus non-save situations, and his ERA is like a full point higher in non-save situations than it is in save situations.
Whoa.
Yeah, so it's like he needs the pressure to perform.
Yeah, I was going to say he's got to have the pressure.
It's strange. That is absolutely strange, but
I
don't know. I guess I kind of get it, but at the same time, I don't know. It's interesting. But we also have – oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to add one because Miguel Castro, talk about swaps, Miguel Castro was traded to the Yankees from the Mets for Julio Rodriguez, and it's just a one-on swap as well. Just like another one of those. Like one team needed right-hand pitching, the other team needed left-hand pitching. They were like, okay, the end. And they just did it. And that's weird for both New York teams to play ball.
Like, really weird. It is very weird. Anytime I see those two teams trade, or like when I see the Angels and the Dodgers trade, it's always strange to me as well.
Yeah. Just
because it almost feels illegal, but at the same time, I understand.
You almost wonder which one of them's poisoned, right? Like,
yes.
Like, bring in the whipping boy to try the soup first before I eat it myself. I maybe will die. That's how it feels. It's just
or who's wearing a wire.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. But another big trade, Shamania was traded from the A's to the Padres. And he actually started for the Padres on Sunday wearing his A's glove still because the trade had only happened like 5 hours before. And they were playing each other. So it's literally like, oh, I go to the visiting locker room now instead of the home locker room.
Walk across the hall, homie.
Yeah.
And he put on his new uniform, and it was still his day in the rotation on either team. It didn't matter. So he was going to start anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. And he went out there and he dominated because that's what he does. I was ecstatic about this trade because it gets him out of the AL West. The Mariners and Padres play like 2 or 4 times this season is all because they have like the AL-NL rivalry.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Whatever. Yeah.
But it's, you know why they have that rivalry, Brig? Do you know why that's?
I do know why.
Why?
It's called the World Series. The World Series.
No, like MLB. So if you're playing,
sorry, I couldn't help.
So the way MLB does this is like, so the AL West plays, I believe it's the NL Central this year because they rotate who they play, but then they fill in other. they fill in other interleague games by teams playing their rivals. So like the Dodgers and Angels play every year, the Yankees and the Mets play every year, right? It's not the World Series break. Think about who you're talking about here.
I know.
But they call them rivals because they share a spring training facility. That's the only reason. That and you've got the Bay rivalry with the Giants and the A's. You've got the what do they call it?
Subway
El
Series?
Trafico with with the Dodgers and Angels, and then you've got the Diamondbacks and the Rockies, who are like geographically linear. And then it's like, well, who's left? Well, we got to put the Padres with somebody, got to put the Mariners with somebody. Let's just go top to bottom. They share a spring training facility. Maybe they're rivals. I don't know. It's all fabricated.
It is all fabricated.
100%. But next year they're going to have. It is fun. It sure is fun.
Yeah,
I might be
totally
needing to take a road trip this summer. But next year they're going to have balanced records and everybody's going to play everybody. And I'm very excited about that.
Me too.
So very excited.
As long as it gives me two extra teams. I don't care.
Someday.
I want 4 divisions and 2 extra teams.
We're getting there, Brig. We're getting
there. Okay.